I had taken classes to be a poll worker at Cherokee County, so I knew quite a little bit about the system. And then I had signed up as a poll watcher. 400 East Main Street is where I went. They have since moved to Marietta Highway. And I showed up on October the 29th at 10 a.m. and I gave the Georgia GOP letter stating that I was a poll watcher to one of the employees, and she gave it to two other employees. And finally, they sit me in a chair that was in the foyer as soon as you walk in. But I was not in the room with the ballot clerks. I was just looking through a window, and I was about 10 feet away. I thought I would be in the room with them where I could see what they were doing and what they were saying, because I know that there's a certain process on opening up the envelope, and I guess they weren't matching the signatures. I have no idea what they were doing. I couldn't hear anything, what they said. I couldn't see anything because I was so far away. After about 45 minutes, I went to Ann Dover, who was the person in charge of training the poll workers. She seemed very disinterested, and I told her that I thought that I should be in the room so I could see what they were doing because they were so far away. They were a minimum of 10 feet away. And also, there were two poll workers, and then there was another lady that was sitting at a desk, and she kept going in and out of the office. And I know that on the rules, the number one rule said there should be 3 people in there at all times. I know that those scanners have 2 counters on them in case one of them stops working, but yet those ballots just go into like a big hole. It doesn't go into a tray or neatly. They just all go into a real big hole. And then they said that 2 people take them out of that hole, and then they go into a locked suitcase, and then they're put in a warehouse, which kind of was a red flag to me. Why don't they go straight to the Secretary of State's office? I don't know. I just thought the system was a lot more sophisticated. I didn't realize how archaic it was. Prior to me showing up there, Ann Dover had sent me an email. I told her that I was going to be working as a poll watcher and that I was working as a poll worker for Cherokee County. And she pretty much kind of gave me an ultimatum, which I sent that paperwork along with the other paperwork that I submitted with my affidavit, asking me which one was I going to be. I believe that they resented the fact that I was even there. So after Ann Dover was very disinterested in what I had to say, and I told her I should be in that room, she told me no, I could not. So then I went outside and I called Robert Sinners, who gave me the instructions to show up there. And we pretty much just agreed that, it was a waste of time and that I couldn't see anything, hear anything, do anything. And so he sent me home. I just saw a lot of holes where there could be a lot of potential fraud in the way the system was set up. I was horrified, actually.